Welcome back to Skyrim Mods of the Moment. This is sort of an extra episode, since there has been a crazy burst of amazing new mods lately, and it's so hard to keep up. We have a lot of graphics mods today, but let's begin with the gameplay and immersion mods first. I'm Bard's college graduate, and with that, let's jump right into the first mod showcase. First of all, Zerpa is back, this time inspired by Starfield's similar gameplay mechanic. Press E to heal followers is a handy gameplay mod to help your followers out when they're downed by an enemy. The mod automatically chooses a lowest tier healing potion to give to your companion.
It could have turned out better.
And makes them stand up, even thanking you or saying some other relevant response.
Thank you.
There are nearly 200 different fitting dialogues for the situation, created by splicing the vanilla lines, or mostly by reusing them.
I feel a little better. Thanks.
Oh, it hurts when I laugh.
Suddenly, I feel much better.
For a custom voiced follower, you'd need a patch for this, but vanilla voiced followers work all just fine.
Many thanks.
This mod is a sweet addition to the combat mechanics, and now you don't have to wait until your companion gets up so slowly by just making them drink a potion.
Thank you. I thought that would be the end of me.
The next mod is Helmet Toggle 2. This is an improved version of a previous mod and frankly works like a charm. I usually dislike how my character looks with a helmet, and this is what this mod really fixes. Helmet Toggle 2 automatically hides or shows helmets and hoods depending on your location, the weather, if you're in a combat or in a dialogue, or if you're playing as a vampire in the daytime. You can set up a hotkey for hiding or showing your helmet or hood. This mod doesn't actually unequip anything, so you'll get to keep your armor rating and enchantments. This is just for the visual immersion. Helmet Toggle 2 also comes with the simple and sweet animations for hiding or showing the helmets or hoods, your character actually moving it or putting it on. I think that looks pretty cool, and I'm so happy that no more do I have to look like an egg all the time, just some of the time, when I'm actually protecting my head from the savage beasts of Skyrim. To overhaul some of the world space of Skyrim, Rin has been hard at work and has released a couple of new mods to improve these enemy-infested areas. Rin's Broken Tower Redoubt is an extensive exterior overhaul for this Reach Hold location, which is a simple fort on the side of the mountain. The most noticeable thing this mod adds is the completely new castle on the other mountain and a large bridge between the forts. This is a huge change and makes the area feel a lot more interesting to explore, and of course, there are more enemies to fight now, so maybe it's a bit harder too. Rin's Lost Valley Redoubt overhauls this massive Nordic ruin in the Reach, making it deadlier than ever and even stretching the limits of location overhauls. This mod adds a completely new dungeon, a secondary boss fight, and a new unique weapon as a reward for clearing out the location. This place feels so grand now, very imposing and important as well, as it contains a word wall. No more just a couple of Forsworn tents scattered around the place, but age-old structures and buildings too. With the mod, the presence of water is a little bit less prevalent than in vanilla, as it now flows under the structures to form the waterfall. I released a Halloween special last week, but we're definitely not done yet with the spooky season. Mihail has come out with a compilation of several of his skeleton mods combined together, making it possible for you to come across a lot of different skeleton monsters. In addition to these spooky skellies, the mod adds some new weapons, spells and ingredients. Now in Skyrim, there are terrifying bone colossi, which are enormous, spine-chilling undead monsters that command the smaller bonelings as their minions. Gravelords, on the other hand, are terrifying dark entities, spawns of Sithis that represent emptiness and the void. Shambles that you might remember from Oblivion are fragile animated constructs that might even lose parts of their bodies in a fight, but that won't stop them. Ancient skeletons are, as the name suggests, ancient, and they have fought the good fight against the dragons back in the day, now to rise again to resume the war against dragons. Finally, there are damaged skeletons that might be missing a head or arms, as it makes sense not all of them are in pristine condition. The next mod I have on the list today is Ancient Argonian Armor SE. If you're in a search of an insanely unique Argonian inspired armor and just nothing has yet quenched your thirst, this one will do it. The armor is crazy detailed and its design crafted masterfully, looking absolutely incredible. I love how mechanical it looks and how it pulses that glowing green color, and the boots allow you to walk on water, which is super cool. Probably not needed to even mention that the armor comes with a specific tail armor for the beast races of Skyrim, but for mer and men, it won't be displayed. It is always great getting new mods for the neglected beast races, and the quality of this one has left me in awe. From this moment on, the rest of the showcased mods are those that improve the graphics of Skyrim with new models and textures, so if you want to keep your game looking incredible, keep watching, as these might be great picks for you. First, a mod that I got probably the most hyped for when I saw it in Nexus. Another entry to the JS unique Utopia SE, Rings. This mod reimagines the unique rings found in the game in such a delicate, masterful manner that has not been seen before. JS unique Utopia Rings replaces the textures and meshes for over 20 unique rings in Skyrim, making them truly unique and not anymore just by name. The rings are insanely detailed and beautiful, each made with such an eye for detail, making it really hard for me to choose my favorite. Okay, who am I kidding? My favorite is the Ring of Her Scene, but all the rest are incredible as well. This mod makes these rings go from who cares to giving the insatiable need to collect them all and hide them somewhere safe. My precious. And if you don't want to replace the rings but like the look of these, there should be a standalone version of the mod, adding these in the game but not replacing the existing rings, so you can have both if you want. The newest entry to the armor retexturing series is the Dragon Priest's Retexture SE. Subvio has been the MVP for their project of retexturing all vanilla and DLC armors and weapons, and I can't even imagine the amount of work that comes with it. This mod covers all and everything that the Dragon Priests wear or wield, from the iconic Dragon Priest masks to Mirak and the cultists. There are some options for the masks for you to choose, which is always great for those who like the customization of the game. The retextures are done in a very vanilla-friendly fashion, looking natural and simply elevating them. Next, let's make our dragons look way more high quality than they do in vanilla. I've always thought the dragon design is great in the game, but it doesn't hurt to give them a little bit more love. First, we have higher poly vanilla dragons, a mod that replaces the meshes for all vanilla dragons, giving them a bigger polygon count, which makes them look smoother and less chunky, which can be seen on the edges of the models. This triples the original polygon count and still keeps the vanilla design, but makes it simply just a bit better. To enhance the dragons even more while still aiming for that Vanilla Plus effect, we're slapping iconic dragon retextures on these beasts of the skies. This retexture keeps the original art style while just amping up their coolness to another level. There is also a small detail of Alduin's eye being similar to the concept art, which is a nice touch as well. Together with the higher poly vanilla dragons, the dragons look really good while staying vanilla friendly. Not really related, but kind of related to dragons is of course fire. Embers XD Fire Them Sparks is a mesh replacer for the amazing Embers XD mod that doesn't need an introduction. Fire Them Sparks adds all of these fire meshes the ability to cast some sparks that frankly look awesome. Earlier, there were only on some of them with Embers XD, which is of course a requirement for this mod. And I know, this is a pretty small addition, but I think it's just neat. Then on top of it, let's get FYX Sparks of Fire react to the wind, which you can already deduct makes these added fire sparks react to the wind like a real fire. Especially when it's stormy weather, the more apparent blowing of the wind just makes the game more immersive. At this point of Skyrim modding, it's all about the tiniest details to improve upon, and together they make a big difference. As we're modding the smaller things now, I have some amazing new replacers still yet to showcase, even though they might be on the less significant side. I'm so happy to see that a new Skyland texture mod has come out, this time retexturing all the windows in Skyrim, covering any and all window panes and stained glass. I've been struggling with my windows looking very low quality compared to pretty much everything in the game, so this mod came out just in the right time to properly fix them up. Especially the swirly patterns on the college windows look really good, I think. Now, there has been a lot of new mesh and texture replacers from this particular modder that are of an exceptional quality, as you'll soon see. Nordic Chair and Nordic Tankard by iimlenny covers these items found in the game, giving them a new look, very realistic and different to the vanilla counterparts. The models and textures are from a Polish museum digitization project, bringing these real-life items to the world of Skyrim. Here's also some other retextures from the same author, all looking quite good and detailed. These textures range from 2K to 8K, but under no circumstances should you ever download the 8K textures for such small items as a tankard, unless you're a proper mad lad or a mad lass. Whichever size of textures you choose, the result is interesting and can change the look of your Skyrim through these small beautiful items in the game. Shout out to my patrons and Star095, Ryan Ulrich, Apeli, Octor Lucan, Carrot Guy Kai and Jacob for going the extra mile at supporting the channel. Right now I'm only able to create because I have your support, and that just means the world to me. If you'd like to join the production crew, check out patreon.com/bardscollegegraduate. Thank you for watching today's video. I have been choosing to create one video with new mods per month, but now I realize there are just too many and I simply must do another one to get everything covered. So here we are, and somehow Skyrim modding just isn't stopping, which I'm very happy about. The links to the mods are in the description box as always, as well as the links to my mod list and other tech specs you might be interested in. Don't be shy and ask away in the comment section if you want to know anything else. Again, thank you for watching, maybe drop a like if you enjoyed it. Take care and see ya!